In today's webinar, we're going to have a quick look at drag and drop within Documents Attach. Documents Attach is a module that's been added into Dynamics GP in GP 2013. Since then, it's been enhanced in all subsequent versions of GP, and in GP 2016, it's available in sales, purchasing, and inventory, as well as general ledger posting. Documents that are in Documents Attach are also available to send in workflow tasks and also in emails of the invoices that come out of the Dynamics GP. So let's go and have a look at how Nolan Business Solutions works with Documents Attach to allow you to drag and drop documents into transactions or data in GP. So to illustrate it, I'm going to look at how we put an invoice on inside Dynamics GP. I'm going to go to my incoming invoices box inside my Outlook, and I've got an invoice here from BT Web. If I open it up, I can see it's for Adele Latitude. It's £1,300. I'm just going to copy the description here, go into Dynamics and Transaction Entry. That's voucher number 12. Just copy the description in there. I'm going to put CS 1711 as my batch ID. 1711 is the date, and the supplier is BT Business Direct. The document number, I need that, so I'm just going to copy that from the document. And there it is there. The cost was £1,300. And it's calculated the VAT for me correctly. So now to attach this invoice against this document, all I need to do is click on the Attach button, and it opens up the Document Attach window. Wherever you see a Document Attach window, you'll also see the Nolan Business Solutions icon and a drop zone. So back to my Outlook, all I need to do here is drag that document into the drop zone, and it's as easy as that. It's now attached against the document inside GP. Click OK on that. With this particular invoice, I've asked for it to be approved, so automatic rules behind the scenes know that this particular invoice, because it's BT Business Direct, should go to Angela for approval. So I can't post it at this point. I must just save it. Angela will receive an email telling her that she has an invoice to approve. And if she goes across to Invoice Approvals, she'll be able to go into her Invoice Approvals. If I just log in as Angela, and there's our voucher number 12 here. Going into the document by clicking on the link, Angela can see the invoice number, details of the invoice, and clicking on View Invoice, she can see there's one attachment. If there are a number of attachments, she should see them listed down here. She can select it and view that invoice. Going back to e-request, Angela can now approve this invoice. She can say, yes, I received it. Click OK, and the invoice approval has been completed. Back inside Dynamics GP, I go back to that invoice, that voucher number 12, I can see that it's been approved by Angela. I can also see various notes as to the date and time when it was approved. And I can also see that it's been put into an approved batch. So in order to process this invoice now, all I need to do is go into the approved batch. and post it. And we can see that invoice now being posted, ready for payment. So by using drag and drop, it's made it really easy for us to be able to attach invoices into Dynamics GP for our approval system and for anybody to look at that invoice. Secondly, I just want to show you how this works also within sales. So if I go into sales and I go to debtor and choose getaway in as my debtor here, I can go into attach and you'll see I've got some terms and conditions here. If I wanted to replace those terms and conditions, all I need to do is delete it and then go to my folder here and I can drag in my new terms and conditions, and those are now attached into this record for getaway in. Within this attachment, what it will also do, if I look at the attachment properties, is I can set the type to flow. This means that any transaction I put on for getaway in, that attachment will flow to that document. I'll just save getaway in. Similarly, within inventory, if I look at items, and here I'm going to select the keyboard that I want to sell to getaway. If I go into attachments, I can just attach a picture of a keyboard or maybe a spec set or some information that I need against that keyboard into that document. And again, looking at the properties of that, I can set that to flow onto transactions. Okay. I'll save my keyboard. If I now go into sales and enter in a sales invoice for getaway, and add in the item for the keyboard, what we can see here is that it's automatically attached. That picture of a keyboard against that document, and on the documents attached as well, if we just look at this, let's put a batch in here. Here's my terms and conditions, which will go out to the customer. So now when I email that invoice to that customer, those attachments can go with the email. Also, if I'm using workflow within Dynamics GP, those attachments can flow through the workflow as well. So by using Nolan Business Solutions drag and drop functionality on every document attachment window, it makes it really easy to turn your Dynamics GP into a mini document management system as well. Thank you very much for your time today.